is junior. Now for people who are used to regular size bandsaws, this may look pretty senior in your eyes. This is actually about a 2/3 scale version of our standard model MV vertical blade bandsaw. We built several of these machines designed to cut 36-inch pipe. I have a customer though who needs a slightly smaller machine with a smaller footprint to cut 24-inch pipe. So this is a 24-inch pipe, about 2-inch wall thickness, high density polyethylene. This machine is sized to cut pipe up to this size. We're also playing with some other games. The typical blade we use on these machines for cutting heavy wall pipe is about 1 1/4 inch wide, 2 teeth per inch. Really big, aggressive teeth. Just by way of conducting the experiment, we are running a much finer blade. This is 6 teeth per inch. The finer blade does give a little slower cut, but it also gives a smoother cut finish. So it's your question of your trade-off. Does cut finish matter more to you, or does speed of cut matter more? Still ripping through this at a pretty good clip. We've made one test cut here just to see how it works. As you can see, I have a relatively small piece of material remaining to work with here, so we're just nibbling away at it bit by bit. We have this work stop here, allows us to set how thick a coin we cut off the master piece. We've got it set at about a 1/2 inch right now. For those not familiar with the application, we are cutting off thin discs with this heavy wall plastic pipe. Roller V cradle here allows us to reposition material. So we've got a, well, turns out it's a foot operated switch. It wasn't really originally designed that way, but it works well. The V cradle, rollers, allows us to position the workpiece. Adjustable stop, like I said, I have it set at about a 1/2 inch right now. Drop the stopper, locks the workpiece in place. And like I said, I'm working with a tiny little stub of material here, but we still got a pretty solid bite on it. I'm going to start the cut speed at a fairly conservative spot. We're cutting in at about 45 to 60 seconds to get through this piece right now. Ramp it up as we gain experience until we run out of workpiece. The saw controls are all here on the main panel, almost entirely duplicated on a remote control handheld pendant. This machine is running a 7.5 horsepower brake motor. Blade speed, we're running at about 6,300 feet per minute, seems to work well. You can go faster if you need to, but there is a penalty. The faster you run the machine, the more quickly things like bearings wear out. So all the speed you need, but not too much more. The table advance speed is controlled by a little potentiometer on the end here. So what I'll generally do, while I'm getting used to the application, I'll start the speed at 0, start the saw, start the forward motion of the table with the speed at 0, then increase the speed and watch the result. We are using the finer tooth blades. We're still getting a feel for how well it's cutting, but beautiful cut, and I don't think we're giving up too much in speed. Here's the motor. There's my cabinet popping over. As long as I'm doing this, as long as the cabinet's open, I've got a display inside the cabinet where I can watch the actual amps being drawn by the motor. Gives me an idea how hard the motor's working. So, with the speed set at 0, hit table advance. I'm going to go over here, try and stay out of your way. Am I out of the way of the view? David, good, thank you. So we're going forward, start moving the workpiece. Maximum workpiece speed is in the range of 2 inches per second, a little faster depending on what you're trying to do. Jumping right in, drawing about 6.5 amps on a full load of 9. Getting through it pretty good. quite a pretty cut. Not unexpected fuzzing. We're getting quite a bit. Am I framed well? So it's a pretty nice looking cut there. So I don't think we gave up. I didn't time that. We didn't give up much on speed with a slightly improved cut quality there. And that is Junior. Junior number 1 here is, like I say, is part of a twin. It's a litter mate. It's coming up here right behind it. Thank you for watching.